week before Christmas, getting out for an hour and a half, taking out the Specialized because it's not been used for a good few weeks. For some reason I thought that I left it with around 40% charge, which was in the safe charge levels to storing these e-bike batteries indoors. I was checking my bikes yesterday and switched this on. I think it was at 36% charge, so slightly below optimal, although I might be right. It might have had 40%, 42% last time I used it, and then the battery cells have settled, the voltage is settled, and in the cold nights, etc., I might have had a very slight battery discharge, which is normal. That's why you should check them if they're on long-term storage and top them up as needed. So today I fully charged it, fully charged the range extender, and probably going to use as much as assistance as I jolly well like. It's more of a leisure ride. Just great to get out, it's lovely, it's sunny. Only 9 days before Christmas. I mean, look at them hills, wow. Not too breezy today, I've got 5 miles an hour tailwind behind me. I'm starting to recognise now over all my years going up into these local Peak District hills, starting to recognise landmarks. Over here I can see the cage in Lyme Park, and beyond there in the distance, under cloud coverage, is Kinder Downfall. I'd love to be right up on the top of them today, but just to get this close with a nice sunny day like this, some fresh air in my lungs, I'm happy with that. Get 20 miles in the legs, keep your fitness ticking over. I'm not sure if you can get much vitamin D off this 7 degrees C, but we're trying. I've got my heated socks on, supplied for free by a great little start-up called Multi-Purpose, or Multi-Performance, I think they told me it's an anagram of. Or an abbreviation. I'm in shorts, cycling shorts, long socks, heated socks, only the toes heat up, mind you. I've got them on the medium setting. Can't say I can feel any heat, can't feel any cold though, that's the best bit. I think the batteries are quite long lasting, so I might turn them up to high on the way home. No heated gloves today, not needed. Thought I'd lost the Velcro chin strap guard thing that goes under your chin, stop the plastic from rubbing. Thought I'd lost it because the Velcro's starting to go a bit worn. I I got to the traffic lights, looked down, it was hooked onto the velcro of the collar of my jacket, so I'm going to try and reattach it. Hopefully it sticks. Oh my god, I can feel the resistance in the pedals. I'm going downhill. And yet the resistance in my knees to try and maintain the speed. It's a heavy bike, it's got thick heavy tyres, but boy is it comfy. I rode my new bike the other day. I won't be revealing what that is yet. But I went this way. Absolutely flew. Got a windproof jacket on, but I can feel the cold on my chest. I've got a long sleeve cycling top on underneath this jacket and then a base layer under that. I say a base layer, it's more like a gym top, lightweight, moisture wicking. Not exactly a fleece base layer that I really could do with. Whether it gets any colder, this closer to 0 degrees C, I'll be getting one. Wear my winter pants, my waterproofs, and heated gloves. And who says you can't cycle in the winter? All these video glasses, heated socks, heated gloves. You might as well call me Inspector Gadget. Do 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 do. Electric bike, electric gloves, electric socks, electric glasses. I'm in sport mode here. Probably giving out around 180 watts of power support. Kicks up a little bit more here. If it was in the summer or autumn now, I'd stand up and keep it in this mode, but I'm staying seated. I'm putting it up to turbo. And I'm just chilling. This time of year for me is all about recovery, rest, keeping your fitness ticking over to a reasonable degree, and waiting for the spring to come back round again. Goes down there, bears off to the right, shoots straight back up. So I've not pedalled downhill, I've kept it in turbo and start pedalling now. When my speed drops around 16, come on, let's get up. We've still got a little bit of summer fitness in them legs. Might have put out 450 watts. I'll soon have a look. Don't know what I'm looking. Average, power, current power, average. Where's max? Maximum 650 watts. Not bad. Not bad at all. For cold winter legs. Do 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 do. right in my head now. Gadget man. Coffee stopped coming up. 5 to 3. I think I'll have to do what I did the other day, which is ask for a cappuccino and ask him to do it half calf. 1 shot espresso, 1 shot decaf. Get a small boost for the second half of the ride. Why not? Trying to remember on my Garmin where it tells you what time sunset is. What's up, Doc? It's here somewhere. There it is. 10 to 4 in an hour. Well, I've got 2 lights on the front, 2 on the back, and 1 on the back of the helmet. So if the sun goes down a bit, I should be quite visible. Excuse me, cold air's making my nose drip. I always forget with this Dior to gear up into a harder sprocket, to a smaller sprocket. I can press it with my forefinger backwards towards me or push away with my thumb. It's multi-directional. Sometimes I alternate which finger and thumb for the same button, just for the hell of it. You never know, with a spring, it might put less stress if it's not always being pushed in the same direction. Right, I always get these roads mixed up. Wasn't that one, was it? I think it's the next one. I know we go past a school and then we're straight at Costa Coffee in Poynton. I'm not enjoying that, having my Garmin radar where I can look down at my bike computer and see the little black dot to show me where the car is behind me. I've got a feeling I've gone too far here. Yeah. It was that last road. Here we go. I bang it up to sport to build my speed back up to 15 and then knock it down, because you don't need as much assistance to maintain the speed than you do to accelerate to it. Oh my God, that's got to be one of the worst potholes I've ever seen. Road for next time, I remember. Yeah, it is this one. I'm not even sure I've even lost a bar of battery yet, maybe 1 in 12 miles. Primary School. Not Poynton Primary School. Vernon. Who's Vernon? Well, near the coffee shop. I can smell cappuccino. Nice of him. Can't be listening to the radio in these video glasses. Consider the road, consider the traffic, consider the sound of the tyres on the tarmac, sound of the chain and the gears. Open air is so much better and closed. Never been to them shops. My bell broke, could do with another. What lovely homes. Sun shining off them. Beautiful. Beautiful. Just on the outskirts of the Peak District as well. Within 10 minutes on the bike I could be in the beginning of the brickworks. And then to the Goyt Valley. Sun's going down now. I'm going to go up one small climb where I can get some good views of the Peak District. Well, actually it's not the Peak District, it's of the Cheshire. Anyway, it's an amazing view up at the top, higher Poynton, and I make my way home from there. Even if it's 23, 24 miles, I'm happy with that. Don't normally come this way. Like my legs have stiffened up slightly being in that warm calf. Also at the top of the hill before I head home, I'm going to turn these heated tops up to the highest setting. Maybe put the rear light on the helmet. Of how I'm lit up with this jacket on. Lovely homes round here. Oh my god, look at the size of that. I'd have that. It's got to be 5-6 bedroom. And I know there's amazing views behind there too. It's not fair. I think it's really me. That cafe stop, I feel like all the power on my legs has disappeared. I don't know what's going on. Bit of a sugary flapjack and a cappuccino. Literally watching the sun go down here. Christmas trees sold there apparently. Looks like a bit of fog setting in here. Can't smell any fire, so... Wow, what a gorgeous home. It's like they sell eggs. This here, cherry burn, is absolutely stunning. That house drops down at the back. It's bigger than it looks. I think that's upstairs, what you can see. Gets pretty steep, this climb. It's easy enough at the beginning, on this bike anyway. Then you come to some cottages in a sec, and shoots up maybe 14-15%. It's only short. I remember the first time I brought Hayden, my lad, up here, and I thought, oh, I wonder how he's going to tackle this. Forgetting how light he is in weight. He just cruised up like it was nothing. 44 combination, 42 at the back, 11%, easy enough. Change down the gear, still easy. View's a bit obscure today, but normally it's a spectacular view. Proper panoramic, wide open view. Little fun, fast section here now. A lot of fast sections on the way home, so my average speed should shoot up. Got 4.5 hours sleep last night, so my average speed is shocking. There's just nothing, no power there. Or not my usual power anyway. And I fueled. Oats before, about an hour and a half before leaving, with banana. But power's definitely down. But is what it is. I've just turned the heated socks up. Can't say though, my feet are warm, and my other heated socks, the more expensive ones, definitely get warmer than these. Although my feet are not cold, but with my other ones, your feet noticeably get warm. Here we go. Yee motherfucking ha! Love it. Absolutely love it. Coffee tavern. That breeze on my head is freezing. It's 4 degrees C right now, so all this moisture on the roads could get sketchy, but with these wide gravel Pathfinder tyres, I feel a bit more secure than I did on my road bike last week, although last week it wasn't this cold. Definitely brought the right bike out today. I think I knew that anyway. So much battery power. We're only doing 20 odd miles, but I wanted both batteries to get topped up today. And I'm hoping both of them, maybe the range extender might need a small top up. Get them both to about 60% charge. I'm hoping the internal battery's around 60 when they get home. We'll see. If not, I can have a short boost once the battery's settled for 45 minutes. Don't ever put it on charge straight away. Let it come up to room temperature. Let the cells settle down. Although they say that, but the more I think about it, the X35 system, the range extender's a battery charger. So for the whole ride, it's constantly trickle charging your main battery every time you're not using the assistance. And that doesn't seem to cause any issues, so we follow the guidance. Excuse me. Do I go up that beast and then flip back down to the right, get a bit of a speed boost? I think I am. the saddle, sit back down, knock the assistance back down, change down gear and go. It's bloody freezing. I'm going to pull my snood over my mouth. What did they come from? These MTBers. They're the nut jobs of the cycle world. Yeehaw! 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 There we go. Woohoo! Woohoo! That was about 35 miles an hour. We've got rising fog on that field. Which means warm air is rising and cold air is dropping down and the two are mixing. Nerd! Nerd! What I've always found strange is that weird smell of fog. There's a very distinct smell. light on my Garmin to stay on. Fog everywhere. I can see it over here because there's a field either side of the road. Fog's on the lane as well. So I'm going to put my helmet light on, press and hold, which puts it in constant mode, and then I think it's 1, 2, 3 is the best mode for flash. I memorised it. Here we go, can smell fog. Such a strange smell. It's not bad. Big heavy hybrid like this. Assistant cuts out, well, they say 15.5, but on this fades out and cuts out completely around 16.7, 16.8. But flying down there at 90 miles an hour don't feel too difficult. I mean, yeah, if I was on a road bike it'd be 20 odd miles an hour. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. The setting, the red sky reflecting off the River Dean, and the fog in the field, beautiful. I'm going through the fog again, I can smell it. My fingertips are getting a wee bit cold now. 1, 2, 3. It's about 7 bars of the internal, so anywhere between 60 and 70% charge of the internal, and about 3 out of 5 bars for the range extender. Wow. I'm cold, but I'm loving this. And what is strange, warm toes, cold fingers. In hindsight, I should have put the other gloves on. I could have worn them and not even carried the batteries for the heated gloves, and my hands would have been warmer because they're windproof. But you live and learn. I fucking love cycling. Have you ever said it before? Loved it as a kid. Loved flying down the country lanes to school. With one of my close friends in high school, Billy, we used to fly down them lanes. No helmets. I think our school was about 3.5 miles away. And our record was around 10 minutes. God knows how fast, I'll have to do the maths. Well, if it's 3.5 miles in 10 minutes, you just times that by 6. So we must have been doing over 18 miles an hour, but we were 15 years old. make it 19.5 miles an hour. Probably was. We used to absolutely fly. I've just got it in my head now, on my road bike. One day next year, I might do the exact same route and put the power down and see if I can match that average speed from when I was 15 years old. My cold legs are really struggling to put the power down today. It's probably going to end up being a 25 miler, buzzing with that. From the sound of my front tyre, I think it needs slightly more air. More fog. Excuse me. I'm averaging just under 15 miles an hour on this electric bike. That's going up the hills with the assist and flying back down with the weight of the bike. In the same ride last week on my road bike, average speed was over 16. Beautiful, beautiful sky, so crisp and blue, love it. So it's 3 degrees C, and other than my fingertips and my thumb, and my chin, everything else I'm so comfortable with my warm feet, my heated socks. This feature on the Garmin, where you can report hazards such as potholes, the Garmin likes to ask you, is the potholes that other people have reported still there? The only thing is that many potholes on the UK roads, sometimes all you can hear every 5 minutes is beep, beep. You look down, it's like, pothole's still there, you're like, of course it is. Yeah, see, again, pothole there. Wasn't much of a pothole. Not like the one I seen earlier. If it filled up with rain, you could have gone swimming. Wow. steep that climb then. My speed didn't even drop in turbo going up. 15.5 miles an hour all the way up. With me probably putting in 250, 300 watts. Oh, excuse me. Might be cold, but I'm thirsty as hell. Drank most of my bottle. It was 3 o'clock by the time I got in the shop, so they said medium cappuccino was 3 shots. I said, well, put 2 shots of decaf and 1 shot of the proper stuff in. And to be fair, it was a lovely drink. Just a small boost off the single shot of espresso. I'm zooming here. Well, split second then, I felt like my rear tyre could have skidded out. I took the corner around 17 miles an hour and leaned in. Trying to remember last time I waxed this chain. Still sounds alright. I'll probably just wipe it with a cloth when I get in and put some drip wax on. I've just realised I'm nearly 2,000 miles in, so I'm going to get my chain checker tool out later and check the chain. I mean, it's a mid-hub motor, so there's more force going through the chain than there is on a rear hub. That just pushes onto the wheel, speeds up the back wheel. This actually drives the cranks, so there's more forces going through. But I've meticulously looked after this. most of the time I've used this, it's either had true tension all-weather drip wax lube, and more recently Silka Super Secret, which is the market leader in drip wax. I'm hoping I could possibly get another 1,000 miles out of this chain. Oh, and it's also Shimano's, I don't know the full name, it's Shimano's stronger e-bike specific chain. So I'm hoping that has better longevity than the standard Dior 10-speed chain, or Tiagra. Same chain actually, Shimano Dior Tiagra. They don't do separate chains. It's just a Shimano 10-speed chain. I'm definitely not a fan of one by the way. I mean, this is 1x10. If I had 1x12 or 1x13, I might feel differently, but certain sprockets, you notice, the jump's too big. Some gears, you could be grinding, like I am now, doing 70 RPM. For me, that's too slow. You'll change down, and it goes 86. It's a bit of a jump. My RPM sped up by 16 from one gear change. On a road bike, that might change by 3, 4. So that's why I'm not a fan. Come away from Demo, going past Style, Quarrybank Mill and the ladies' prisons to the left. This is going towards Manchester Airport, about a mile away, and that's the way I'll be going home.